Hello students, you are watching online science class. We are here to present all the topics of the science from class 6 to 12. If you really like the content of our channel, please like and subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon to get the notification of latest video. So dear students, today we are going to start chapter number 13 of the class 7, motion and time. This is the part 3 of motion and time. We will provide the link of part 1 and part 2 in our description section. So dear students, now we are going to start our today topics. Graphical representation of motion. I think you have learned about the graphical representation by mathematical data. We will use this concept here to represent the distance time graph of the motion. A distance time graph represents how the distance traveled by moving object change with time. Method to draw the distance time graph. To draw a distance time graph, use a graph paper. It is very important, always use a graph paper to draw this distance time graph. For drawing a distance time graph for moving object, we require the reading of distance traveled by the object and the corresponding time value which have been obtained experimentally. The distance traveled by car at various times are shown by below. So this is the one of the data which are representing the distance traveled by a car at a different interval of time. Here at a time is represented in minute. At 0 minute, the distance traveled by car is 0. At 2 minutes, the distance traveled by car is 2. Similarly, on 4, there is 4. 6 on 6 kilometer. On 8 minutes, 8 kilometer. On 10 minutes, 10 kilometer. So we can see with the help of this data how we will draw a graph. So first of all, we will draw x and y axis on the graph as you are doing in your mathematics. This is the x-axis. This is the x-axis, and this one is the y-axis. You can differentiate the graph with the help of x and y-axis. This is the intersection of the x and y-axis. Now we will take one part of this x and y-axis on our next graph. This is the x part and this is the y part. Now we will choose a scale. Here, for example, for representing 1 kilometer, we will use 1 centimeter. On the x-axis, on y-axis, we will represent the time where 1 minute is equal to 1 centimeter. So we can write here on x-axis 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. Sorry, on y-axis. On y-axis, we will represent 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter, and on x-axis, we will represent 1 minute is equal to 1 centimeter. So we will represent the time on x-axis 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute at an interval of 1 centimeter. And we will represent the 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer at an interval of 1 centimeter on y-axis. So by this way we can represent the time and distance on x and y-axis. Now we will represent these points on our axis as on with the help of this table. You can see 0 on 0 minute 0 kilometer, 2 minute 2 kilometer, 4 minute 4 kilometer. we will represent this data on our graph. So just see, on 0 there is a 0, on 1 there is a 1, on 2 there is a 2. So this is the first. On 2 minutes there is 2 kilometers. We will draw a parallel line to the x-axis and parallel line to the y-axis. Here on this point this will intersect x and y line. This is the point which will represent 2 minutes and 2 kilometers. Similarly, we will find out another 4. From 4 minutes we will draw a parallel line to the y-axis, and from 4 kilometers we will draw a parallel line to the x-axis. This is the point of intersection. Similarly, we will find out all the point on x and y-axis, and these are the point. This is the point A, which represent 2, 2. This is the point B, which will represent 4, 4. This is the point C, which will represent 6, 6. This is the point 8. D, which will represent 8 and 8. This is the point E, which will represent 10 and 10. So these are the point of x-axis and y-axis of given data. If we are going to meet all of these points, we will find a straight line graph. So this is the graph which are represented with the help of this data. Here you see, on 0 there is 0, or 2 and 2, 4 and 4, 6 and 6, 8 and 8, 10 and 10. So this is the data which are represented with the help of this graph. By this method we can draw a graph of distance time on your graph paper. Here some graph which are represented the distance time and speed of an object. Just see, this is the graph A, this is the graph B, and this is the graph C. What is the graph A? If you will draw a parallel line to the x-axis and parallel line to the y-axis, if we are going to intersect this point, so this is the point of the distance and this is the point of the time. You can see on a small interval of time the large distance is covered by the object. So the graph A represents that the object is moving with fast speed. If we are going to intersect the point A from the B graph, so we can say approximate on same interval of time, the distance traveled by the object is also same. If we are going to represent this time 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6, 7, 8, these are time in minute, and these are the distance in kilometer. If we are going to represent here 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer. So by meeting the point on corresponding axis, by different axis, we can find out that whether this object is moving with fast speed or steady speed. Here, this part of, just see, this is the second part of the graph B. Here, the time is increasing, but the distance is not increasing. So this part is showing that object is in stationary state. Stationary means the object in state of rest on their position. There is no change in position of object. By this part we can say that the distance of object is decreasing, it representing that object is returning back to its initial position. So by the help of the graph we can know whether the object is moving with fast speed, steady speed, object is stationary, or object is returning to start. Now we are seeing the third graph C. If you will find out by intersecting the corresponding axis from any point of the graph, you will find out that the speed of the graph is increasing. Firstly the speed is slow, then after the speed of the graph is increasing, because in less interval of time the more distance is covered by the object. So this graph represents that the object is moving with, firstly the object in slow speed, then speed of the object is increasing. So with the help of the graph, we can find out whether the object in rest, object is fast, object in steady speed, object in moving with constant speed. These are some of the example of the graph. In graph, this is the graph A, graph B, graph C, and graph D. In graph A, you will find out at 0 interval of time, there is some distance. Suppose the distance is 5 centimeters. So what is representing? That object is at a distance, the initial distance of object is not 0 when the time is 0. In second graph, the time is increasing but the distance is not increasing. It shows that the object is at rest. In the third graph, I have told you earlier, this shows the speed of object is increasing. In the fourth graph, if we are going to intersect the point from x and y axis, we will find out the object is moving with constant speed. So these are the examples which show that which type of the motion is performing by the object. These are the conclusion and interpretation. If the graph is a straight line, the object has uniform or constant speed. If the graph is parallel to the axis, the object is stationary. It means it is rest. If the graph is curved, the object is non-uniform. In the non-uniform means either the speed is increasing or decreasing. Other type of the graph we generally see while reading the newspaper, magazine etc. The present information is represented in various form of the graph. In order to make it interesting, the graph generally a bar graph and pie chart. I think you have listened about the bar graph and pie chart, which is shown in figure. A diagram which shows information as thin rectangular known as bar of different height is known as a bar graph. In this graph, the position and height of the bar represent the value of variable quantity about which information is being given. We can understand with the help of this graph. This is bar graph where the birthday of students is represented by the bar graph. We can see with the help of this graph in January month, these are the number of the students whose birthday are coming in January, in February. So these are the data of number of students whose birth is coming in respective month. So these data is represented by bar graph. I think you have seen such type of the graph either in newspaper or magazine. Now this is the pie chart, a kind of chart or diagram which show the percentage composition of something in the form of slices or circle. The whole circle representing 100% is known as pie chart. So what is this? The whole circle is 100%. So we are doing the part of the circle by representing our data. So such type of the graph is known as the pie chart. Thanks students. Thanks for watching complete video. Please like and subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon to get the notification of latest video. We will present our next video very soon. Thanks all of you.